Hey everybody, I just want to hop on here real quick and tell you guys about codependency, conditional love, and unconditional love. You guys can do further research, learn about those things to help yourself from getting in situations that are not going to be serving you. So, learn about codependency because a lot of people will stay in relationships far longer than they should because say you've been together with that person for many years, you guys are bonded, you're so used to having them around and you've never been without that person, you form a codependency on that person, meaning you start relying on that person. You're scared to move on or be without them because you've literally been with them. It's like a child bonded with their parent. They're codependent on their parent. Well, in relationships, we form a codependency on the person that we are with as well. And a lot of times that is why people will stay in unhealthy, abusive, or bad relationships because they are codependent on that person. So it's like when I hear people say, oh, well, I don't feel sorry for you for staying so long in an abusive relationship. It's your fault, blah, 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 blah. You have to understand that sometimes people they have such a codependency and fear that mentally they are stuck and trapped in that relationship. You have to understand, you cannot talk bad on somebody unless you've been in that situation. So it's like, if you are one of those people who judges someone for staying in a bad situation like that and saying that it's their fault that they stayed or blah, 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 I'm just going to say this. Don't judge others unless you've been in that situation and you went through exactly the same thing that they went through. Because you can't pass judgment if you have never experienced that for yourself. And another thing, conditional love. Conditional love, I don't even see that as love. It's not love. Okay, it's not true love. They may care about you, but for it to be true love, love is not conditional. So I'm going to tell you, people who love conditionally, on conditions, if you upset that person or you don't meet their needs or meet their expectations, people like that who love based on conditions will literally punish you by ignoring you, gaslighting you, withholding love and affection to you. They will avoid you. They don't take accountability for any of their actions. They don't see that their actions were wrong and they will not apologize for it. These people love on condition. That's conditional love, which to me, I love unconditionally. So to me, conditional love is not true love because if you are even if you're mad at the person that you love, you should still be able to show them love through affection because you love that person. But somebody who loves conditionally take away affection and love when they are upset with you. And then they start questioning, while they're angry, they'll question if they even love you anymore. So be aware of that because those type of people, you could try to make it work with them, but you will be putting all of yourself into the relationship while they're doing the minimum efforts. So if you are strong enough to deal with that and you're okay with that, then more power to you. But just gonna say, it's a situation like that is not easy. A relationship like that is a lot of work because you will constantly pour into somebody's cup while they're not pouring into yours. Unconditional love is true love, meaning unconditionally. There is nothing that person could do to make you stop loving them. Meaning, no matter how upset I get with somebody for what they did to me or hurt me, I will still, you will still serve them. You will still love them, show them love and affection, or try to. So you can't do that to a person who loves unconditionally, because they won't accept your affection if they're upset with you. So if you love unconditionally, that's true love. That's true love. Because you don't have conditions. You just automatically love them. You'll be upset with them. You'll still serve them. You'll still show them affection. You will still show them love, even though you're upset with them. That's true unconditional love. And those type of people will literally fight and pour into somebody as long as they can, unless they wake up one day and realize that they're giving true love to somebody who doesn't truly love them back. And then at that point, they will start disconnecting and walk away, usually. Some will stay longer than they should have. Some will keep pouring into someone who doesn't really love them for years and years and years before they realize that it's not, you're never going to get that other person to love you the same as you love them. So just know the difference, because a lot of us will become codependent on others, and that's not healthy. When you got to learn to not have codependency on anyone else. Learn to be codependent on yourself. That way, if you get yourself in situations with people, relationships that is not serving you or is unhealthy for you, then you can just disconnect and walk away, and you don't have that codependency there, relying on them, and you won't have that fear there. But I hope that information helps. And I also have the title of that book that I used during my time of anxiety and stress when I was going through that time. If anybody is interested, you can comment or message me and I can give you the title of that book, and if you want some pictures of the pages inside the book so that you can kind of know what kind of information it teaches you on and helps you through. You can request that and I'll send it to you. I'll probably do a video on that sometime later on and go over the book and go through the book and what it does and the information it gives you about stress and anxiety and self-harm and addictions and overcoming all of that stuff. And it is religious based. So if you are interested, just message me. If you know who I am on Facebook or Instagram, you can message me on there and I'll give you that information. It's a really good book and I recommend it. There is a video that I use with my book. You don't necessarily have to use the video because it has verses you can look up and stuff like that, and you can write. It's a workbook, so you write in it and all that, and it's pretty handy. It's helpful. You can get through all that without the book, but the book is helpful. And I wrote down a lot of my own Bible verses that I used when going through that time. If you're interested in that, I can send those to you as well. Anyways, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Stay kind, make someone smile today, and stay beautiful.